what people talk is what he's saying.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We got Anthony and Brandon and friend who is unnamed, and we got Jared here as well. And we got let's see, we're gonna invite a few more people in.
We got Thoughts by Jay Brown already in, and the link has been sent to both Christ Puncher and Cosmonaut 6.
Oh, very nice. All right. So I gotta fix the live chat. Jared, what's the bet that the live chat has problems again like last week?
60-40 that it will.
There we go. All right. Found it. Chat. All right. So Thoughts by Jay Brown.
Hey.
How you doing? Let's see. How do I unpin? So, so it's showing. Oh, there. How you doing, Christ Puncher?
Wow. Holy crap. That's too funny. In a very satiric, not good, dark way.
All right. Well, let's try to keep it on the level here still, and kids might watch. You know, keep it PG. So,
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Looks like you're muted yourself.
I was muted. I did not notice.
There you go. All right.
Okay.
So the chat in the previous stream is still alive. They're saying so. I don't know. Yeah.
It'll time out.
Yeah, it will eventually. So. Well, that was interesting. Anthony, I'm glad that you joined. There's a few other people that have been a little too hesitant, right? So,
yeah. Anthony is here and present currently.
Okay.
He's convinced. I'm from the same hometown as him, and there's multiple people who don't believe the Earth is flat just because Anthony convinced them that.
The power of his memes.
Yes.
The power of my memes?
Yeah.
Yo, dude. Hashtag DSMS. And I got at least 3,000-4,000 probably I should share that I haven't shared. Dunham stank meme stash, you know.
So all right, so we got Cosmonaut 6 who won it in. You're muted right now, but maybe you could say something. You'll have to unmute first, but no trouble. I don't know.
Hey,
there we go.
There? Yeah.
Well, Cosmonaut 6, you asked. You said you wanted to come in, so what do you got?
Oh yeah, I just wanted to join in the fun with Christ and.
Well, it is always
my good buddy. That's right. So yeah, I don't know. Were you guys talking about something before I jumped in here, or
Not
No.
really.
got it?
Well, yeah, we were talking about something.
What were you talking about?
No, we were talking about how we think the Earth is flat, or we have reasons to believe that.
Oh, that. Got it.
And we're still waiting on something.
Yeah, he wants
Yeah.
us to give him concrete evidence, but like, don't we all want that? Like, isn't that like what we all want? Even like, no matter what your stance is on anything.
Oh,
Don't
sure.
we all want concrete evidence that something's 100%?
Well,
guaranteed matter of fact? And none of us have it. That's what
I
we're
am
looking for.
glad
All
you-
the future grabbing.
I am glad you phrased it that way because it's not so much concrete evidence. We're looking for something other than circumstantial.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
there's very concrete evidence, or very close to concrete, of lies and deception coming from all the main sources that tell us about space and the globe theory.
And again, I can tell you a lie about a car. Cars are still real.
Yeah, a lie.
Well, and on
Yeah, but if you're the main guy that tells everybody about cars, and you're the only one that verifies cars and can verify a car,
But there's
and you're
more.
saying,
Well, hold on though. It's not just NASA telling us about the Earth being a globe and verifying the globe. You can go do it yourself. Anyone can. Red's Rhetoric has done it many times, but he's given very good evidence, like that he's done himself as well as a lot of other people.
well, so you're telling me that 2 miles of water curve 64 inches, right? Is that what they said?
Well, I'm not sure.
That's
You go by
real.
the whole 8 inches.
Square, right? So I'm not great at it, but that's 8 inches at one, then 8 times 8 at 2 miles, which is 64.
Not quite. No.
That's not the way to use the number. The formula isn't necessarily incorrect. It's how you use it, because that doesn't tell you how much should be hidden.
Fair enough. Yeah, but let's put it this way. Either way, it will traverse the globe and it will follow because it's huge and there's this thing called gravity that does keep everything to that surface of the Earth. It's
well,
I'm gonna hear about
to calculate the Earth's curvature does tell you how far that 2 miles would be.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not arguing that because I haven't checked that myself.
The dropping distance, and you're saying it doesn't tell you how far exactly, and you're doing all these things. It's just the 7 of us here. I'm sure all you guys, or at least 4 to all of you guys, are like in on it. Because I know you guys are. But you can keep
wait, in on what?
What do you mean in on it?
In on what? Like we don't. I don't run a YouTube channel.
At least a couple of you know it's flat.
Are you? Oh, we do. We're no true Scotsman. Do you know what that is?
I don't believe so.
It's a fallacy where I can just basically say, like, it's kind of like you calling the other flat earthers controlled opposition. You're the real flat earther. Anybody else who you don't like who is saying that.
No,
sure. You literally called them controlled opposition.
And it's not just the flat earthers, actually. It's the only couple organizations. It's the one organization, Flat Earth Society, and then the one other guy that gets the most media views, right? You know what I'm saying? It's them two.
Here's the problem with that, Anthony. Now, I was quiet and paying attention, and this really stuck out to me. When you were asked about what brought you to it, and if you had heard anything from any of the prominent names in Flat Earth, every single one that you listed as controlled opposition, to include DeBay, Sargent. Yes.
Except for
except Nathan Thompson.
And Eric DeBay and Nathan. No, they did not seem like they were, in all my dealings with the entire thing, they didn't seem like controlled opposition at all. But Mark Sargent certainly is, and Flat Earth Society absolutely is.
So
that's why friggin' Obama gave him a shout out.
Who at the Flat Earth Society? Okay. Who at the Flat Earth Society do you think is?
I don't know who started the organization or who implemented who to run the organization, but it probably wouldn't take that much to get it all compiled and teach a guy how to run a computer.
But what about the Flat Earth Society? Because I've interviewed one of them on my channel, Pete Swarier, and what about them is controlled opposition?
I haven't looked much at them. I looked enough to know that what they're saying is mostly BS. And I never dealt with them again after that.
You just repeated what somebody else said.
No.
So what specifically was it about them?
I can't remember what they said. I can't remember what it was. It didn't matter. I knew enough to deem it off, and I know it. And I don't have...
Mark Sargent pulls out, he's like, I got this big table.
But Mark Sargent isn't part of that, though.
If you guys were good, then you wouldn't use that one single logo. Obviously, anyone with a quarter of a brain is going to catch up. They're like, They're
What
selling
logo?
that. That's
What logo? Yeah.
that flat Earth image.
What
It's
logo?
very specific, and whether it's close or not, the flat Earth map that's Mark Sargent flashes around. That one. And
That's the one that you were showing earlier.
Actually,
yes, that's
the map,
one.
yeah,
And it's probably
Mark
close,
Sargent's
it's
map
good.
is your shirt.
Yeah, that's the whole Gleason map
That's
there.
the same map.
So if one
Wait, maybe
continent
he's
is
controlled
different shape and
opposition.
size,
Wait a second, people.
Whole
Anthony's controlled
thing has different
opposition.
shapes and size.
Brandon,
Oh,
Brandon,
Uh-oh.
do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know that Anthony is controlled opposition, dude?
I don't think anyone's paying him.
well, you have the AE
Well,
map
how about
on your
how about
shirt.
peanut butter yogurt?
Yeah, he's getting paid in
What?
peanut
How about
butter
peanut
yogurt
butter yogurt? Does she
with,
know
with
that?
fudge. Does she? Does she know that Anthony's
No.
controlled opposition? He's using the same map.
It's not the same map. You are the one that pointed out it's not the same map. LOL.
No, the your
But,
shirt.
I mean, I
very
understand
similar.
Your
talking
shirt-
points were great. You're like, oh, we have him. We can bang him on this one. But obviously, I can point it out easily.
One thing
and
I'll
I go.
say is,
No, the
you
hold
Yeah.
on.
controlled opposition, right?
And it's cool. I get trolling. I get it. I love it. But
So what's your
I'll
name
do it for a
again?
little bit to me.
MC what? Tune?
Hammer.
MC. Yeah.
MC Hammer.
MC Tune.
Yes.
You said MC Hammer.
So wait, so Toon, have you ever been called a Poe by a flat earther? Like you really know it's flat. You're just
That's new.
I
didn't say Poe.
it is new.
Poe?
Well, you did
Okay.
say that. You said that some of us know. Hold on.
No.
You said some of us know that it's flat, and we're just
Yeah.
pretending that it's not. That's a Poe.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I got you.
I know you're into your memes and your trolling, and
No, I'm pretty
if you
good at
don't know what a Poe
vocabulary, too,
is,
don't worry.
your credibility's not.
All right, so
Yeah,
Your internet cred
MC.
failed.
so
I
look at
noticed
this.
that you had the Mark
Internet,
Sargent flat
yeah,
Earth
I
map
have
right there.
here.
I'm the small guy that has.
Dude, Anthony, grab your
small-
shirt.
Multiple reasons.
Here. How about this? Just let me screen share for a second. I'll jump right to have it open on your last stream right now. We'll compare it.
But do you
What's
still have
up,
the
man?
shirt? Just is
Yeah, I got
hold
the
it up.
shirt.
Yeah. Well, we'll do that
Okay.
instead. Christ puncher.
Yeah, no,
Mr.
I'm agreeing.
Puncher.
It's similar.
Sure.
It's definitely similar. But you did say it's
Is
different.
the UN
instantly.
flag controlled opposition too?
All right.
UN flag.
So there you go.
they're big.
We've
I don't
got
know. Control that. What do you?
we've got
They're using it in a context that does not belong, and you know that.
using it
Wait,
well.
can you
you
turn
don't know that.
Can you turn it 90 degrees so that
Oh,
the
There you go.
you turn
Oh
90
yeah,
degrees,
look at that.
you
That's
can see exactly the exact same.
that's the same map as
Controlled
Sargent.
opposition
That's what you-
confirmed.
Yo, in the beginning of the video, you pointed out Australia at least. I'm not even gonna look at the shirt again.
Yeah, I said Australia is the correct shape, just like
You
Mark
did not say
Sargent's
it's the
map.
correct shape. That's not what
Because
you
the
said.
Gleason map
The correct
has
shape. And
Australia
actually,
all
when you were
skewed.
showing that the first time, Australia was a weirder shape, not that shape. When you showed it the first time, otherwise
Oh,
it's the same
absolutely.
thing.
Because I was using
Yeah.
the AE map, or the Gleason map, which messes up the size of the continents, but leaves the longitudes correct. Mark Sargent in your shirt corrects the size of the
No way,
continents,
yeah.
but gets the longitudes wrong.
I don't
It's
think he's
probably-
much saying.
it's
You're going
Probably
after-
similar to that.
You're like trying to get him like to,
Semantics.
It's actually measurable.
Wait, those aren't semantics. Those are two very different things. Those aren't just two
Oh, they
different
are.
ways to
Okay.
word the same
So
thing.
you
Guys.
we can't like
I
understand what it
think what
means
he's
and make the
saying
jump
is-
there. So we
is
gotta just
what-
like talk
is
about it. Be like, I don't
why
even know.
Mark Sargent
Well,
doing
well,
it.
well,
You know what I mean?
When you guys both talk
about
at the
what
same
you're
time,
doing.
you know that we can't hear either one of you,
I've
right?
been talking for at least 8 seconds.
I know you guys are in the shed together, but you can't
It's
talk
an
over
attached
each other.
Have you ever attached a porch? Can you use a hammer and nail? I mean, we could go about that. I could shift standards and race cars better than any of you, and that goes with 4-wheelers and anything with a motor.
No, I
But
no,
that
no,
kind
I
of doesn't have
can.
the information and having some like skills. And,
Okay, hold
No,
on.
no,
don't
no,
need to
no,
talk
I
about that.
can. I can. I can also. I know how to use drywall too. So.
oh, that's a skill that I could
Oh,
teach
hell
my
yeah,
friends
dude.
pretty
I've
quick.
fucking
That's
broken
good.
a lot of
Good skill.
drywall
You can
in
make
my
money
day.
for sure.
So could you, if you pan to the left, is Dell there?
No.
Oh no.
I just want to know, is Dell there?
I do want
Yeah,
to say.
she's way too hot for this BS
No.
that's going on right now.
No,
No, she doesn't.
no, I'm not
No,
talking
he
about.
doesn't get it.
I'm not talking about your friend.
That's my last.
Wait, is her name Del?
Yeah, I don't know what that you were talking about, but I went.
Del.
Yeah,
I said Del. Yeah.
I don't know what you were getting
Like-
at.
like Adele.
No, like an angry Scottish,
it's-
an angry Scottish guy.
He lives in a shed and yells about the
It
flat
lives
Earth.
in a shed.
We're not angry.
It looks like your shed a little bit.
Do you guys?
No, their shed looks nicer than Dell's. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie, it looks fairly new.
I'll take your shed over Dell's any
Yeah,
day.
good. That's good.
I have a question.
Do you hate your life and work 40 hours a week? Maybe even 80 if you're doing things right.
I do
Brandon
work
has
an
a
awful
question.
lot.
Wait,
I work
hold
for
on.
myself and other people.
Wait, I have a quick question. Why would you be doing things right if you're working 80 hours? Wouldn't you want to just work 40 and have a
You
life?
want to make money because that's why people work. But yeah, it's a pretty crappy box to, get yourself stuck in.
Or you can increase your skills to increase your rate,
Yeah.
so you don't have to work as long to make even more money.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
that's what
talking
I meant.
about.
Like a crane operator or something of the sort instead of welding and fabricating, which is high skill and high pay.
Or
but they
be
need
an
your work.
engineer.
Hey,
Hi,
that's
how
a
you
good
doing,
idea.
by the way?
Yeah, there you go. I hope you've enjoyed your time and learned plenty throughout your life, and it's everlasting.
Oh, I have, and I've actually lived outside of the U.S. as well. I've been to quite a number of places that
Now,
I
have you
would
ever
go
been
back
to
to in
women?
a heartbeat.
All right, so let's
I'm not
look at
gonna-
this.
I'm not gonna lie. Sorry.
I
Yeah,
got
let's play some strategy games like Risk or something on Xbox, maybe. Let's get down.
all right. So I got a
You guys
question
gotta
here.
pick what. Let's get some strategy.
I got a question here on this.
Yeah.
This-
We can't get out properly.
You see this
yeah,
photo
no, I'll say
here?
I'm-
This series of
Okay.
photos here are taken in 1946. Can you explain that a little bit?
It's out of context completely, and it's on a 4-inch wide phone at best.
Wait, what about it? It's out of context. It's a photo pre-NASA.
What's his name? August Picard. I wish he would have gone. But I mean, unless they're all lying about what he said, or Let's got mixed up with the Mandela effect or something like that. He
You
said
do
it was
know-
a coin.
You want to talk about August Picard? You do realize what he was suffering from, right?
What?
Oxygen deprivation.
Oh, I believe it.
Do you know what happens when you
What, you're saying
deprive
that's what
yourself of
happens?
oxygen?
That's the argument you guys go with, or that is
That there is an
he was
actual
upset.
medical condition that does
Oh
mess
my
with your senses and
goodness.
perception? Yeah, that's probably some relevant information to have.
So why didn't it just make him see like a wonky ball or something different? No, he saw it flat, and he was like, "Oh, it's flat. I saw it." And then you guys are like, "Oh, you don't know what you saw."
Now, do you know what else happens when you start to lose oxygen to the brain, particularly about your vision? About your vision, do you know what happens?
How much oxygen? What was the exact amount there?
Yeah, Ruby Grapefruit or lime.
Like how long? did he
How
go
about you
with what
answer my
percentage of
question
air?
and then we'll get to that. Do you know what
Okay.
happens to your vision as you start going into an oxygen deprivation type of situation?
Quickly or slowly?
Either. The effect is the same.
It would probably eventually get worse and start to worsen.
No.
would assume.
What happens to
It gets
your
better?
vision? Your ability
gets
to
worse.
see? In what manner?
It makes everything flat.
No.
Well, then I don't know what you're getting at.
It narrows your field of vision.
Okay.
It's actually a common thing that happens to fighter pilots when they bank too hard and they start going into a gray out. Their field of vision narrows because they are losing blood and oxygen to the brain.
Well, maybe they should try doing it so they end up looking at the Earth upside down while they're G'ing out, and then they can see if it's flat through their convex cockpits.
So you don't give a crap about what was actually just presented
That-
to
I mean,
you.
I get what you're
Wouldn't make a
saying,
difference,
but you're
really.
saying that the guy said what he said and saw what he saw, but it doesn't matter that he said or saw that
No,
because
that-
it might not have been.
Wait, hold on.
What he described is perfectly understandable when you actually take the medical knowledge we have years later
Okay,
and
I understand what you're getting at
to it
already.
and recognize that, yes, as he went higher, oxygen deprivation started going in, and one of the effects of oxygen deprivation is a narrowed field of vision.
Okay, and that would happen anyway if that happened. Or it's flat and there's no measurable curvature or motion, and large bodies of water do not curve.
So
because
why
there's no
are
curvature.
you going to deny geodetic surveying?
You realize you never see a horizon
it's a-
as anything but a horizontal line that's parallel to a plane.
Really,
right?
I'm looking at one right now on the screen.
Yeah, it's not a real
Yeah,
picture.
as am I.
You know that.
Oh, really? Oh, really? How's
You
it not?
know that.
Please explain how it's not a real
Long
picture.
hair, you know. I had long hair
Yeah, what?
once. I did it as a joke. It was a good joke though. So I was like a samurai. Yeah, because all you have is, burden of proof's on you. So when it's clearly out of context and nothing of empirical evidence, really nothing at
we are
all,
talking about
we can just
evidence.
say,
We are
well,
talking
you
about
can't
the
prove
shape
it
of
though.
the Earth. This is direct
Can't prove it.
photographs of the shape of the Earth.
Allegedly.
So your attempt to say it's out of context is just because you don't want to deal with the evidence that you cannot refute.
Or
Okay.
Jared, how
You
about
must have
this?
thousands
So
of-
he gave that one person that said the Earth looked flat from a certain altitude. How about every single astronaut that has been to space that says it isn't flat from a certain altitude? Why do you
How
cherry pick
many
the
are
one?
there?
And what about
How
the
many
other
people been to
500 that
space?
did say that they saw
The one agrees with
the
his confirmation bias, therefore
Yeah,
How many
therefore everyone else is
people
therefore
lying.
win.
I don't know, 500 and something?
Yeah, that's not very many people in space, bro.
Hey, that's more than one, which you gave.
They can easily be paid off if thousands of people can be paid off.
Can you prove that they're paid off?
Okay, if 500 be paid off, guess what? One can be paid off too. It's harder to pay off 500 people than one person. That's a stupid argument. It's a stupid argument.
You guys watch sports. If you believe in sports, they're getting you. You lie about this, but if you believe in sports, they got you. Haha.
Oh boy.
Sports. It's actually a soap.
Forks?
It's actually
Forks?
a soap opera. Organized.
Forks.
Professional sport.
I think he said sporks.
I don't know. They don't wait. Yeah, let's just. Oh yeah. No. Yeah.
Bingo.
Yeah, you do plenty of circles.
Actually, sorry, MC, can I ask him one question? I've asked every single flat earther this question and I've never gotten an answer.
Okay.
Can you please explain how on a flat earth we observe two celestial poles?
I don't know.
Well, that's something that you should know if you're so dang sure of the Earth being flat.
Not if no one else can explain it either.
Yes, we can. We can easily explain it.
That's where the conversation should stop, even though.
No. We can explain it, no problem. It's you that can't explain it.
It's literally not.
Okay, so no answer. You're just saying you don't know and you don't care to find out. Good to know. Good to know.
What? What was the question again?
He's
Why
a
are
truth
there-
seeker.
Hey, do you know what a celestial pole is?
Yeah, North Pole, South Pole.
No.
All the stars, most of the stars, in the northern hemisphere, all of them do.
No, none of
this
that.
side of the equator,
Not
they go
quite
around
now.
it.
Wait, stop.
Oh,
stop.
they don't? They don't? And then
Stop
the
there
South
for a
Pole, no,
second.
I don't know a lot about the South Celestial Pole.
Well, we can learn
You see-
together.
I've seen
Okay,
enough
there we go.
good
You see
talking
this
points.
case? You see what's
You
being
guys
presented
say,
right
"Oh,
now?
what about this?"
You see that point that all the stars were circling around? That would be a celestial pole. And that one's going clockwise, so that's the southern celestial pole.
I don't know. Do you know?
Yeah,
Yes,
we do.
I just told you.
Yes, we know.
Oh, because we're on a ball and we're upside down and right side up.
No,
No,
what I'm
I
asking
think
is how is that
direction.
possible if the Earth is flat? How is that southern celestial pole possible on a flat Earth?
I'm unsure.
I'm sure you are.
Does he have
Very
a-
sure that you are unsure.
Does he have
Yeah,
a
good
map
one.
model that we can
There's
look
one
at?
point for you.
Is it the AE?
It is the
no.
A. Yeah.
With different sized continents.
Does
anybody have that?
It's the sergeant version of it.
Okay. Does anybody have the graphic where you can see the South Polar Star from like 3 different locations in 3 different directions? Does anybody have that?
I happen
Andy?
to have that.
Actually, you know what's a good one if you can?
Yeah.
If someone just quickly looks up that the time lapse from the equator, where you see the wide-angle lens where you can see you can see close to the north and south celestial pole, but you can see the stars going in different directions in each way because you're kind of looking. Sure.
How many times have you guys had this conversation and pulled up these different pieces of controlled opposition or loaded questions?
You mean reality?
Whoa.
This is literal reality.
Hang on. Controlled opposition is not what is happening here. And by the way, to answer your question about the southern celestial pole, I started bringing that up 5 years ago when this topic first came before me.
Mm-hmm.
It has been 5 years of asking people to try to explain this with the Earth being flat and stationary, and no one has been able to provide a verifiable methodology to explain why we are able to observe it.
You know why, Jared? Because it doesn't matter.
Be unanswered. Move on.
That's true, Christ. It's not like he's here to seek any kind of truth. He's made up his mind, and anything that we show him doesn't matter at all.
Out of the 7 of you.
Oh, you are? You say, I made up my mind, and nothing that you show me is going to matter, and you're the truth seeker? Okay.
Yeah.
I know enough to know what I know.
No, you really
You know enough to know what you know, and then ignore anything that you don't like. Got it.
That's what you've done.
Anyone with a mind, this is fine. I can lose this debate. I'm here because...
Here's the thing. Anybody with a mind would look at the South Celestial Pole. Just a second, Anthony.
Yeah.
Anybody with a mind would look at the South Celestial Pole and say, wait a second. That cannot work on this map. It simply can't. And say, all right.
Also, same with...
I got to throw away that map. And if I can't find a map that works, then it can't be flat.
The government's probably doing a great job at hiding their...
That has nothing to do with the government. You can observe this.
You can do it yourself.
It has everything to do with the government, because the government's who's in between us and the 1% and whatever's above them.
This
No.
This is long before the U.S. was around.
Oh my God, about the U.S.
Do you know how long astronomy has been a thing? Like, people have been looking at the stars and cataloging them for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. So NASA doesn't matter. The U.S. government doesn't matter. You can go outside and see this yourself, and yet
the moon and the sun look the same size.
No,
the same distance, pretty close.
Oh my
God. Okay, so I can't even.
I know you can't.
Yeah.
And you know what? You know, Cosmonaut 6, I'm willing to bet that if you're white, your foot looks similar to my foot. Therefore, our feet are the same foot.
That's true. You know what? I put a dime up to the sun, and it covered the sun. Therefore, it's the same size the other day. So that was an interesting phenomenon.
I personally got huge arches in my...
Yeah, put our dicks together.
I got huge arches. Like, I got fucking Grand Canyon feet.
See how that one lays out for us.
All right, come on, guys. Let's keep it family friendly here.
Yeah.
All right, eyeball it on us.
Okay, so I have a question, and it can be a simple yes or no response. Okay, Anthony, do you make more than $32,400 a year?
Oh, that can. Yeah. That can change. I can make that.
No.
Quickly.
But
I could.
On average, simple question.
It's a yes or no question.
Simple question. You can make more than $32,400 in a year. Yes.
At the rate I'm going, and I've been going.
Yes or no? Okay, so yes. Guess what? That makes you part of the 1%.
Oh, that 1%. We're talking about a different graph.
I'll say this. I made.
You're in the 1%.
Yeah, no, not that 1%.
I made $13,000 last year, bro.
Which 1% are you talking about?
The 1%. Okay, let's start from the top. Who's the richest? Let's do the 1% of them down.
Again,
that's
if you make more than $32,400 a year, you are part of that 1%.
Okay, what 1%?
What are you talking
1%.
The 1% of the biggest earners in the world.
What?
Okay, because there's a bunch of people that make less than that. What about the 1% of the 1%?
That's how statistics work.
What about the 1% of the 1%? Stop at a turn because I'm really
Oh,
good
you
at
should have
seeing
said that
even
first
when
then.
Oh
people
yeah,
don't see.
that you kind of moved the goalpost
And
there.
there's only 7 of us. But
No,
continue.
Listen,
No. You moved the goalposts way off. You said 1%. You learn that you're in the 1%. And you're like, no. Wait, not me. It's the
That
1%
wasn't
of
the
the 1%.
1% I was talking to. You put words in mouths because you're deceivers. Just like you
No,
said,
no,
oh,
no.
flat Earth is
Oh
fake.
no, you just
No.
don't like it that we pay attention and push your. Sorry, I have to remember what channel we're on.
Push your
Oh,
stuff.
1% does Hillary Clinton
Stuff.
belong to?
No, it's literally math, and it's just
That's the
statistics.
1%
You
I'm
are in the
talking
1%.
Okay, of what? Of top earners in the world.
Top earners in the
Everybody
world.
that makes a living on the face of the planet.
That's not what I'm talking about.
let him say it.
Well, what are you talking about then?
If you
Hold on,
are
let's-
making
Let's hear what he's talking about then. What are you talking about? The top 1%.
He's talking about like
The elite. You know who I'm
You are
talking
the
about.
elite. You're in the top 1% of the world, man.
Yeah.
Actually, okay, wait, can I ask him this then? Forget the wages like that. Let's see if someone like I don't know pop music very well. Who's a very high paid musician right now that's popular?
like
Taylor
what?
Swift.
Not just
Taylor
very
Swift.
well paid, but like
Yeah.
Hey, okay,
Taylor
Taylor
Swift.
Swift. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so Taylor Swift, she makes a lot of money. She's definitely closer to 1% than any of us are. That's for sure. Or sorry, I should say higher up in that 1% than we are. That's for sure. Are you saying that now she has all this secret information that we don't know just because she makes a lot of money and she's a musician? Because that's pretty ridiculous. If that's your claim.
Yeah, hold on. Excuse me. The 1% we're talking about is of what? The tax paid earners? The people
Oh,
who
I'm
pay
sure Taylor
taxes.
Swift doesn't pay a lot of taxes. She probably gets around that.
Yeah, no,
She's very highly paid.
We weren't talking about that.
Yes, you were. You were talking about people how much money they make.
Okay. What about the 1% for net worth? Is that what I was getting at?
again, if you make $32,000 a year, you are in the top 1% globally.
Right,
I
but
didn't even
and
have
I'm not
much
talking.
money.
But I can't say the 1% of the 1% because then we can't look any further and figure that out.
No,
Because
it's because you changed the rules. You said 1%, then we
But
said
that's
you're
what I
in the
was
1%.
talking about.
Then you said a
I'm
different
talking about the
higher
1%
number.
that Hillary Clinton belongs to. That would be elite.
Yeah,
you know what I mean when I say the 1%, you silly goose.
All right.
Wait, I think
let's-
Taylor Swift makes more than Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
So
All right. Let's leave the misspeaking to the side. Okay. He's talking the. Thank you for your patience. We had some.
Here, I will warn you now, and I probably should have warned you earlier before. I am very particular and pointed with my questioning because I hate ambiguity in language. If you have an idea, if you have a stance, clearly state said idea or stance. And don't be upset when your words are put against you. Because that's the thing. We're trying to cut through the BS and actually try to cut through the manipulation of language.
You're trying to win a debate and
no, this is not a debate.
Lie.
This is not a debate.
You labeled it as a debate.
No, this is an after show.
This is the after show, man.
Oh,
this is for fun.
What are we doing here then? Debating?
What are we doing here? No, we're just asking questions. We're trading questions. Anthony, do you have a question for us, the controlled opposition flat Earth pose on this side?
Yeah. How can you have triangulation without 3 flat sides? And also, don't even answer that. How can you have sea level without level? No, don't tell me to wait. I said don't answer that.
Thank you for the show of integrity. You ask a question and then immediately say, no, don't answer that.
Okay. You can't get over it? You can't get over that or past that or through it?
Well, it's kind of silly is the point.
Yeah.
How many purple unicorns are in your room right now? Wait, don't answer that. What kind of cigarettes are you smoking right now? Don't pay attention to the first question. Just the second question.
I didn't hear the first question because you're fucking asking.
I'll be right back. I'll show you. I'll give you a good demonstration of how level works on this here. Give me 1 second here. I'll go get my Omni plate again. If you remember my Omni plate from last time.
All right, so Christ is going to work on that.
So here's a cool
G.
thing. Here, let's look at this here. I got this. I've got here is hey Frogert Froyo. We're picking you up a little bit, so hold on a second. All right, I've got here on the screen. It's hard to see maybe on your little screen, but this is the Southern Star Trails above Table Mountain in South Africa. So when you look due south, you see the Southern Celestial Pole. They're right in the middle in South Africa. Then you go over to Australia, and you see the same thing. That same due south, the South Celestial Poles. Then
how can you have anything level without?
Then you go to South America, and you see right there due south the South Celestial Pole. So how can you see in all of those different spots, looking in different directions according to your shirt, the same thing?
How can you say that proves a globe Earth?
No. It's a simple question.
I've already said I don't know. You guys have been pressing this because it's obvious what you're doing, and I'm good at picking out what you're doing, and it's clear as day to me before we even talked. Why else would you be doing this?
Can you re-ask the question?
But no, this is arbitrary. This doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works.
Okay. You guys, I went all the way upstairs for this talk. I'm a lazy man. Okay, so he was talking about how can something be level if it's not flat. Okay, when we say when you think of level, you think of flat because.
Let's pick something right.
All right.
Wait. You guys ask the question. Just let
Mr. Puncher talk here.
Explain it.
Okay, when you say level, when you think level, you think flat because the Earth is huge. So anything that we can see that we use for anything, if you were to pour the foundation for a house, you're going to make it level. It's going to be flat because the house is tiny compared to the circumference of the Earth. But if you were to look at the Earth from a far distance away, and I had to run upstairs to get this, so please listen because I'm a lazy man. This is the Earth, right? That's the center of the Earth. Everything that is the same distance away from that point is level. That is level. That is level. Now, if you have something over here that's up at this point right here, that's not level because it's further away from the center. That's what determines what level is. Level is not like this, because if you do that, you're eventually not going to be level anymore. That's how it works on a sphere.
That's the only level with a curve in the world, ever.
Because you can't observe it because we're too small. That's what I'm trying to get at. If you were to pour a foundation for a house,
and unobservable, it's unreal.
Railroads don't need to be made. Railroads still bend because gravity is a thing. They're just made, and when you lay them down, they're metal. They will form the shape of the Earth. It doesn't mean they're going down or up a hill unless they're physically getting further away from the center of that freaking sphere.
Gravity holds railroad ties down. You said gravity holds down train tracks, so they
hold down everything.
No, that's what you said with your words and your sentence.
Anthony, how long are those track sections? How long are those track sections in each track section?
I don't know. Do you know? And are you going to say that they slightly turn each one because they don't? They're connected, flush and plumb.
I'm gonna say that they're short enough to where the Earth's curvature doesn't matter.
But they're forever flush and plumb.
No, they flex.
No, they're not.
They flex enough to follow the topography of the ground.
Yeah. They're metal. Metal bends.
It's actually much more than that, because if you're going to go up a hill, go over a mountain, go down the hill, you have to match the topography. That's a lot steeper angle.
Exactly. So why are we even talking about this? Because it's not flat.
You brought it up.
Wait, I said they don't need to. I brought it back up and wanted to talk about it again.
And then you ask, why did you bring it up?
Bridges don't need to either.
Bridges do. He just told you the name of a bridge that curvature into.
Hang on, I will actually get to that actual point this time. The Verrazano Narrows Bridge, the distance between the center of the pillars, because it is a suspension bridge, are wider at the top than they are at the bottom.
Due to
curvature.
Wait. Oh, there it is.
And isn't
if you want to assume that, you can assume whatever you want.
It's not an assumption. It's basically a measurement that comports with reality on a curved surface.
Well, I need to see more into that because right now you guys are just telling me stuff.
But wait, we could show you anything and everything. You're still going to hand wave and dismiss it.
Yeah, we've
And
shown
that's
you.
really where it really falls through. We can show you evidence. All of it. You're just going to say fake or CGI or whatever you
Which
guys
is what
say,
you've done for the
all
last
evidence
hour.
is
No,
because
no.
all ever-
So
evidence.
so far, you have a track record of an hour of hand waving every single thing away. And so, what's the point of showing you more if you're just going to hand wave it and say it's fake anyways?
Yeah,
You know what? Can I ask the chat this? Could I have made the level demonstration any simpler and easy to understand? One for
yes.
no, two for yes.
There was one way that would have actually made it easier and might have actually driven the point. Bicycle tire.
Yeah, get there.
Going from the center of the hub to the surface of the tread, that tread all the way around the wheel is level, but it's not flat.
If
But
that's
if
what you
they're-
wanna call
all the
it,
points
yeah.
are level.
We could also say symmetrical. We could probably use a similar.
Oh my
synonym
God! You know
that
what
does
a
not mean
synonym
level.
is.
We could probably use many synonyms that do not mean level, therefore making your context of level completely
All right.
false. 'Cause that's
So
not level.
what you are
Silly.
actually trying to assert as a level when it comes to the shape of the Earth, you are actually trying to use a tangent. Do you know what a tangent is?
I know you have a lot of practice in this deterring and deflecting and deceiving, but
No, we're
No.
sticking to the topic.
Here.
Oh, okay, that's what you call it. Well, you're bantering and all your BS, which is fine because that's what we're doing.
So can
That's
you
all
please
it's
tell
for.
me what a tangent is in relation to a circle?
No, how about it?
Because you think that a tangent line is what level is, apparently.
Yeah, you're confusing tangent with level. So here, this is a good thing. Is this flat? Is the surface of this phone flat? Brandon, he's gone. Anthony.
Too many White Claws, man.
There's no law when you're drinking the claw, bro.
Bring in peanut butter froyo.
Ah.
Maybe she can answer.
I
Tommy.
like peanut butter fruit.
Yes, Tommy.
Listen, guys.
Alright.
You got no proof, man. You got no
Is-
proof,
is-
and you
is-
hate it.
Denial of the evidence does not
you-
negate the existence of the evidence.
You cry. You can't even have sex. 'Cause you just cry and you just.
You feeling all right there?
You can't prove that you have this theory of the world being round, but you can't really disprove it either. So
Well,
you're stuck
by
in the
calling
purgatory,
it a
bro.
theory, you're actually admitting that it has been substantiated.
No,
A theory is a theory, bro. I can make up a theory right now.
Wait,
that I-
Brandon the
I don't
actor.
wanna
Do you know what a scientific theory is, Brandon the actor?
A scientific theory of the actor, yes.
No. Do you know what a scientific theory is?
Is that Nick
Is the
Cage
question.
talking about?
do circles have slopes?
Scientific theory. Okay, so like, evolution's basically been proven, right?
No.
No.
No, I'm saying
No, you're talking about-
Wait. I think you guys have something to talk about in the room there.
No, I personally think evolution's been proven. I think
Yes.
that. Anthony
Scientists.
agrees
so
hold
with
on.
me.
Let's be clear. Scientists do not agree with you.
Not
No, I think there's some
macroevolution.
scientists
I'll come
that
back
would
to you
agree
on
with
that.
me.
Macroevolution, fake. Theory of evolution, theory, fake.
Yeah, he
Microevolution,
thinks
yeah.
it's a fake. Yeah. But
So, what do you get when you have microevolution going on naturally for, call it, 200,000 years?
200,000 years.
You have
well,
a theory. Unverified,
right.
unobserved.
Here, let's be clear on this. The top evolutionary biologists and the people in the field do not agree that evolution is proven. Okay? It's a theory. Just like everything else in science, it's not proven. We're always open to something else being understood. We're always open to having our current understanding of it be wrong.
You're not open to that it has been like it basically has been fucking proved. I'm sorry for cursing.
No, it has been accepted given the information we currently have.
Are you denying
Science does not
proven it?
prove science does not prove
You-
things.
okay,
Science
so that's
tries
just
to
it.
disprove things. Science goes with the evidence. It
That's a
accepts.
Science
Hang
always
on,
asks
hang on.
why.
We need to be clear about the language. When you are talking about scientific endeavors, they do not prove things. What they do is they accept things based off the evidence.
Okay.
Okay, but you can't say evolution
currently
hasn't
in
been
10th
proven.
place.
You could prove that it could happen. You could prove that through a scientific experiment. You could.
No.
You guys know what this is?
No, you're hung up on this word proof, and science, and you know, just like
You're
AT
telling
was
me
saying.
there's no way to prove evolution.
No,
You're telling
proof.
You're saying
Get-
science has.
No, hold on.
such
Get
things.
rid of the word proof and
Yeah.
replace it with this.
Yeah.
This
Really,
thing has
science
more
has-
evidence than the other thing.
I don't buy that, man. I think that's
We believe in space and globe theory, but science
Hey.
doesn't believe in proof.
No, science doesn't
can I
prove
get
anything.
How ironic is that?
Inconvenient, I
Is
guess.
that a paradox or what?
Excuse
No,
me.
it's reality.
Yeah, you're damn
You
right
don't
it is.
believe science can prove things, but you believe in globe theory, right?
Well, in all fairness,
Well,
the globe
You're
actually
definitely
has
not
been
listening. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely not
Hello.
listening.
We hear you.
What do you mean
Yeah.
I'm not listening? I'm
Obviously
repeating what
not.
you said, right?
Pilots do tell the truth.
wait, bring in peanut butter
No.
froyo. Maybe
No,
she can
your wife
understand.
I think
If you
she's a
guys
little
want
more
to-
coherent than the two of you together.
Yes,
Maybe
definitely.
together. We're pretty coherent
Bro, I'm
separately.
here. I'm ready for your questions. I'm trying. And you're gonna sit here and tell me though that
He's
there's
playing
no
with us
way
with
you
his
can
eyes.
prove evolution. I find that like
Hold
you're
on,
being very,
Brandon the
you're
actor.
being a little ignorant. I think.
One. Let me try again. So you're hung up on this word proof, and science doesn't deal in proof. Science deals in what? In disproof. We're going to try to disprove this model or this theory.
They ask why to the max. They always ask why this, why that. They go to the bottom of things. They don't accept things. Science doesn't accept things like you accept globe theory. You know what I mean? Science actually goes on
You guys
further and asks why more.
Prove.
Why do we
Like-
need globe theory and we got proof? I got photographic proof of curvature.
There's no proof. There's no
Have you?
proof.
Okay, so has anyone you know, or you personally, seen a picture of the world, and been like, yeah, oh yeah, that's the world right there.
Yes.
Like, like, yes, okay. You know someone who believe it?
I
So
know people that believe it, but I don't know many people that defend it very well, let alone defend it.
Yeah, you gotta be able to like really. Like, there's just not much like backing it up on either side. I'm seeing, like,
Except
that's
for
just
water.
Like, there's just not.
Which forever seeks its level.
It's like we're missing something.
Which is forever.
I've thought before that this world's a video projection. I have honestly thought that. I still might think that. I don't know. I really don't know what I think sometimes.
after
Yeah, I
like
know
3
that
more
feeling.
White Claws, you might think it's spinning all over
You'll
again.
feel the spin,
Well,
man.
I'm a great.
Yeah, you'll definitely feel it then.
Hey, actually, can I ask Anthony? Where is Anthony?
I'm here, bro.
I'm
here.
I'm a sure.
I was gonna say actually before you guys left the day with MC2 in this last show there, were you saying that
Yeah.
you wanted to drive truck for a living?
No, I was not. No, I did want to bang some gears though, for sure, with a splitter.
I thought someone said
I don't
that.
do it for a living. Why? What
He-
were you gonna insult me or
said
get
that.
at me about?
Nobody's
No, I didn't
insulted
want to-
you so far, so I don't know what
No,
your
but you were getting at
persecution
something. What were you
complex
getting
is
at?
about.
What were you getting at?
I was gonna say I've done that for the last 6 years, so
Is it dope?
I thought it'd be something to talk about.
Well, yeah. I'm hauling loads, and I mean, I do earth work and all that. But no, I wouldn't want to do it for an entire living for the rest of my life.
Well, not necessarily for the rest of your life, but just something to learn. And I thought you had said that at one point.
My phone's been glitching. Like every time I go on Facebook, it's like
And either way, I'd like to split some gears.
every time I go on Messenger, it like.
Do you see my face on my screen now?
I'll
Yeah, we
switch
can
it
see
to
you,
you,
Tommy.
Tommy. No, that I gotta switch it. All right, there's Tommy.
Is Tommy? Is this your meme
Yeah.
folder?
This is
Got a sick meme
a little
folder,
bit.
bro.
I don't see
There we
what
go.
you see here.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the Earth is flat, how far do I need to move that wind turbine to be underneath my eye level?
Is that a question for me?
Yeah.
It's a question for any of you.
What was the question?
I'm standing on the left side at 72 feet, and I look at the wind turbine that's 1,000 feet high. How far away do I need to push that for it to be below my eye level?
I don't know.
This is your flat Earth.
You don't know? Yeah.
Yeah, no. I don't. I'm not a.
Yeah. The thing is, I was standing here just about 70 feet, and I was
70 feet?
watching, and those 1,000 feet turbines are below my eye level.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what's
How
cool
does
is
that happen on the flat
that's
Earth?
what, hold on. That's what they appear to be. That's okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
From the observer.
Yeah, the observer, who's a human with eyes and could have been suffering from deprivation of air. Or
actually it was
Wait,
a
so
camera.
Deprivation of air?
The camera?
Sea level? What?
The camera is suffering from
This is
oxygen deprivation.
Yeah. And the
From the
person
top
who's
right
watching
now.
it is at sea level? What?
huh?
so it's below you because of perspective. There, I said it.
No,
Yeah,
it's
but,
Why is it below you?
Yeah, you gotta say perspective.
Flarf, what a sit like. Jeez, just you guys too in that group. Flarf, and my friends started saying that. I'm like, wow, you. Oh man, I said some cusses at him. That's so gay. And that's so gay. That's like
let's
the
do this
worst,
then.
ugliest of gay.
You see the straight board here, with the horizon over it.
If you want to call that wonky friggin' board straight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Then I
yeah,
just squeeze it
horizon.
together,
Well, no, it's not boring.
and the board is still
Okay,
straight. So
what do
why
you
is the
mean?
curvature there?
Oh, you can suggest there's curvature here and there, but it doesn't mean that there is. And doesn't Neil deGrasse Tyson and the consensus of science is you can't see there's no detectable curvature at
Not at
sea
all.
level.
I disagree with you.
Yeah, that's what we use camera.
Hang on.
What?
What Neil is talking about is direct observation of lateral curvature when you're close to the surface of the Earth. In that manner, he is correct. However, when you actually go with indirect, when you go with the indirect observations, like this one here, funny that looks like some curvature.
It looks like there's almost a curve.
Not
If you're
almost.
looking at
Not
the-
almost.
Not almost.
There
That's
is.
Even though he also says, if you guys don't listen for like 15 seconds almost, that it's undetectable at 30,000 feet from a airplane, even though they got the convex windows and at certain angles you can see some curvature. But then you see 120,000 feet flatter,
Again,
flat?
with the unaided eye and
you need the
and
aid
the-
of the eye to see the.
the
If
aid
you're
of
looking
the
at
eye.
a bacteria or a
How
virus,
drunk
you use
are
your eyes
you?
or a microscope.
No, it doesn't matter what you guys are saying. Like, where
there it is.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You'll reject
Hold on. I've been pretty
evidence.
quiet here.
That's it.
That you're not gonna.
Hold on. I've been pretty quiet here.
Yeah,
should I
yeah,
trust
have
my Should I trust my vision because I'm wearing glasses. I have to have the glasses on to see. So
Well,
therefore, by your logic, if I use my eyes,
Yeah.
if I use my eyes, everything's a blurry mess. So how am I going to get anything reliable out of that information?
No, do you know why?
Yeah, that's
Everyone's
all right.
lying to you. The Earth in reality is a blurry mess. Those glasses are NASA lies.
I also wanted to
he
ask
went to
you,
the
do you
NASA
understand
shop.
the concept of scale?
You idiot.
So
No,
No offense.
I wanted to ask you if you understand the
Yeah,
concept
that's
of
offense.
scale.
That's offense.
Oh, well, I mean, I see where you guys are getting at. It's been obvious the whole time. But at least we got 9 viewers, I guess.
No, what we're saying is that your senses are not very trustworthy. They're fairly useless when it comes to
your
many
senses
things.
aren't trustworthy. My senses tend to be quite trustworthy most
Oh
of the
no,
time.
mine are fine for like say driving a vehicle or to read something or that. But if we're to come to something very sensitive, no, they aren't. Because if you could feel the rotation of the Earth, I would hate to get in a car that's accelerating way faster than the Earth is rotating. I would get a headache and throw up very quickly.
You'd be sick all the time, right?
You can do some auto body work, do some painting, do some sanding, some buffing, and then you'll get that auto body eye, and it'll kind of train your eye, and you'll be able to put in, all sorts of shit.
Completely different things.
Hang on. Here's a question for you.
Okay.
With just your eyes, your eyes, are you able to detect a 1 degree deflection at 69.1 miles away?
Oh, it's hard to say, really. Seems like a reach, but I'm unsure. You?
With my eyesight? Hell no.
Hell no.
So let's see, that 69.1 miles is roughly
kilometers.
111 kilometers.
So right about here-ish on this chart. If I go from the point here, Dungeness Spit, right down here, about 60 miles, 69.1 miles is about right there, right in this general area here. Just eyeballing it on this chart that I haven't even zoomed in on.
It's hard to see that.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. What I'm trying to get at is that nautical charts are highly accurate for navigation purposes, and that we use 1 minute of time on the latitude side equals 1 mile. Every degree is 60 miles.
Okay.
So all the way down here at the bottom where it starts out at 48 degrees right down here at the bottom.
Yeah.
Each 10-minute increment is 10 miles. So here's 49, so that's 60 miles. So 69.1 right about here.
So if you go up in higher altitude, does the curve become more obvious?
Not
latitude.
Not altitude.
Altitude.
No, it's latitude. It's different than altitude.
I'm talking about altitude. If you go up higher in altitude,
and I'm talking about latitude.
Yeah, don't change the topic.
Yeah, no, you don't want to talk about that topic because you guys. Yeah, I don't care.
The
altitude is 1 degree difference.
Completely different.
Away. Maybe I could though. We'll have to try.
Just because they both end in tude does not make them the same thing. Just so you know.
Yeah, just so you know, like it's obvious to anyone that knows anything what you're doing here.
Okay, if you don't know, okay.
That's why I said altitude.
What's an arc minute?
I let you talk and whatever. You can reiterate what your fucking 4 buddies was reiterating for the last 5 minutes. That we're beyond that. Let's move on to something because it's obvious what you're doing. So why do it and be boring about it?
I don't think you know what an arc minute is.
Nowhere still.
What's an arc minute?
I don't think you understand the basic concept of navigation either.
So does the curve become more obvious when you go higher in altitude?
Sure it does.
Yes, but that's not what we were talking about. That's not what they were asking you.
That's a different
topic. That's about the 4th time you've asked that.
There's a camera instead of your eyes.
I let you guys talk about it for an extra 5+ minutes. After I told you okay. But you wanted to keep beating the horse, and then, let's show them what 60 miles is. We already talked about it, dude. Take 10 seconds. Yeah, I'll give you an extra 2-3 minutes to blabber on, but we get it. Move on. So.
Well, this is the 4th time that you asked this question, so you're beating this dead horse.
To see this curvature here.
No, what the original question was, is you were talking about that you trust your senses and that you have very good eyesight, and then I believe it was Jared who asked you, so you can notice something that is 69 miles or 111 kilometers away from you, leaning away from you by 1 degree. And that's why they were showing you this on the map to illustrate or to demonstrate how far away that actually is. And then they were asking you, can you notice that 1 degree that was away from you? Then you brought up altitude. No, you didn't, because you brought up altitude.
Yeah, because I was done talking about that after I said I understand it. And
You didn't
no, I
answer
probably
it.
can't see that
You didn't
far.
answer it. You just said you understood it, and then stop talking about it. They asked you a question.
Yeah.
They didn't ask.
What
They
else
didn't
was
ask you
there to
understood
say?
it.
What else
They
was
didn't
there
ask
to
if you understood it. They asked if you could notice it.
And right, what did I say? I don't know. Maybe we'll have to see. Can you?
That's
Is what I
that's
said.
not an
And you
answer.
wanted to keep talking about it for 10 minutes? Okay.
That was a deflection. And what was my response when you asked if I could?
You said no.
Hell no.
You can't.
Because
Of
it's a
course you
yes
said
or
you
no
can't.
question. All you have said for every question that's been asked you is you've either deflected or you said, yeah, maybe, I don't know. Or no, I don't know.
Not
If you
everyone.
don't know, then how are you so dang sure that the earth is flat?
Because I know what level means. I mean,
No, you don't.
That's not the only
Apparently
thing.
not.
You don't
You know what the
anything
dictionary
means.
definition is?
I bet you don't.
Yeah, you want to?
Here, let me get this. Is this flat? Is this flat?
Like, oh.
Anthony,
What?
is
What
this
is what?
is
I
this
don't see
flat?
We don't see you, Mike. I'm still.
Hold on. Oh yeah.
Okay, well, there you are.
What are you doing?
What is what flat?
Oh, hold on. I'm
His
trying to
phone.
present.
You're not presenting.
I'm trying. Hold on.
We're losing viewers. We're down to 8.
I think that means.
Yeah, hold on. I'll look it up for you fellas.
Are you just gonna look up the dictionary definition of flat or
No.
level?
MC,
Oh yeah, sure,
stuff
level.
presented on
your
We're
screen.
gonna use level. You said flat because you deflect and deter, but we were talking about level, and you knew that's what we were.
Hey, hold on.
We're
If you're
doing
doing the deflecting, I already explained level to you on a circular surface.
Yeah, no, I
Or
tried to ask you guys when you were rattling on like 30 minutes ago.
No, I think it's
No,
hilarious
no,
that you like try to call us out for being hypocrites on semantics,
No.
and then you turn around
Does
and
a
do the same
circle
thing.
or a sphere have a slope? You guys know more than me. Does it?
oh, we definitely know more than you, and I don't know a lot.
About what?
Oh.
About what?
Does what
About
have
what?
a slope?
About this.
About yeah. So
Drywall.
is there a
I
slope
think I
on
know
a
where you're
circle?
going, MC Dune. This book, is it
Can you just
flat?
answer?
There we go.
Is it level?
No, it depends how you look at it. No, level to what?
It's flat, but it's not level.
No,
MC
it
Tune, I just sent you a couple pictures in Discord
what
that
was
are
it,
relevant.
Tommy, the
Yeah.
ocean
Yes.
and sea level is level and flat.
So
That's
why
what
is it
I
called
mean.
sea level? Hang on. So why is it called ASL average sea level and not
Yeah.
average sea flat?
Because level means flat.
No, it doesn't. I
Except it
explained what
doesn't.
level was
Wait.
earlier.
Contact.
You literally just tried to
completely
call me out for conflating those two, and then you just conflate them with
No.
a straight face.
Can we answer the question I tried to ask multiple times, and especially a minute ago? Does a
Just
circle
show it isn't flat.
or does a sphere have a slope?
No,
No,
not
it
in the way
doesn't.
you think. Not in the way that you think.
Well, no, I'm talking about math, like the term slope.
Hands
Does it?
Actually, yes.
This isn't flat.
And actually,
It
yes, curve does have a slope. And what is a
Oh, okay, so
tangent in
adjective
relation to a
form-
curve?
No,
Adjective of level, having a flat and even surface without slopes or bumps. So you can
No.
have level with slopes.
But see,
Okay.
that's why I'm saying that
You're done.
it doesn't mean slope in the way you think it means. That's why I'm saying no. Because when you think slope, you think elevation. You're not thinking curvature. That's the big
No,
difference.
but,
well,
but
it's true.
slope is a mathematic term as well. That's why I asked if a circle
Yeah, but
or a
again,
sphere has a
Not in the way
slope,
that you think
which
of
it does, right? Right?
But not in the way that
Yeah.
you're thinking of it. Because curvature is
No,
not
but it does
elevation.
have a
When you think of slope, you're thinking of
In this
elevation.
dictionary isn't telling me how I think about it. It's telling me the mathematic terms of slope. And it says it can't have a slope if it is level. So post that one to your fucking Facebook.
Don't make me pull a plate out again. Sort of.
You know the difference between Euclidean and non-Euclidean geometry.
Oh,
I know where the clitoris is.
dude, that's
The what?
no.
Wait, what did you just say?
He's confused. Don't tell me
Euclidean
confused.
and non-Euclidean geometry.
It's not a myth like the orgasm of a female. I find it. Yeah,
Was that a rage? Was that a rage quit?
I gave you enough free
Pretty much.
views. You only got friggin' 9. I don't know what the hell's up with that.
Yeah,
But there ain't a lot more to say. right now. We
All
can
right,
do another
so
one
all
sometime.
right, let's do this.
Maybe
Let's recap.
Just finish with this one. It isn't flat. That's a curve.
Yeah.
It isn't flat.
Yo, you can show me whatever you want, but our eyes are untrustworthy. So you're telling
This
me
is the
This
camera.
was a
you're
camera.
contradicting.
This is a camera, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're telling me to use my untrustworthy eyes, which are 2015 vision as of last year, and you want me to say that there's a curve there when you just told me you can't use your eyes to tell if there's a curve or if it's
Yeah.
flat.
Wait.
Yeah,
Did
okay.
you are you raving about having 2015 vision? That means you see at 20 feet. Wow.
No, you're thinking 1520, so S my D. So call me out
You
for a
gotta
little
have one first.
LOL that I threw in there for 2.5 seconds because I don't give an F.
Lol.
Camera.
Wait, is he bragging about his vision and then telling
Is he
you?
Yeah.
really bragging about his
Yeah,
Wow.
vision?
he's
Yeah,
bragging
you know
about
why?
his
You know how
vision
much he
without
represents
knowing how flawed it is.
Yep.
Why isn't it 2020? Why isn't it 2010?
Because I can see better than 2020.
SMD, bro. My sight's better than you.
And I'm saying that it's still untrustworthy. LOL. You get it? I'm on your
But no, you
side.
didn't.
All right.
You said it was
I-
trustworthy.
Let's
I don't know why you'd brag about it, but
yeah, let's do this here.
I
So
gave you the thing so you can focus on me bragging about it so we don't focus on the point that I was getting to.
No, the point is you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, let's go to that point. Yeah. Water isn't flat or level. Horizontal
No,
or
it's curvature.
No one ever said that water isn't
Yeah.
level.
water is
vertical.
level, absolutely,
Perpendicular to vertical. That's a plane.
but level is
That's where we're at.
perpendicular
Horizon.
to the pull of
Horizontal.
gravity. Level is perpendicular to the pull of
No,
gravity.
to sea level. You can say pull of gravity, but what you mean is sea level.
No.
Flat.
No.
No, as long as no, Anthony. As long as you are the same distance away from the center of mass, it doesn't matter where you are. As long as that distance is the exact same, that will be level.
Theoretically.
No, practically.
Practically,
We observe it.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
It's actually a mathematical definition.
Okay, so it's not a real definition.
So,
it's not like
wait, so math isn't real?
Wait, are you saying that velocity isn't distance over time? Because that's the mathematical definition and the actual
No,
definition.
I'd agree with that. Yeah, sure.
Well, and of course there's direction in that too in a vector, but just in terms of that, it's more than enough the actual definition.
Yeah.
So it's math. That's literally the mathematical term.
Math isn't fake. Math can be fake, and it can be used to deceive.
Okay, so make
So
sure
that's what
you
I'm
show
saying.
when you claim deception that you actually point it out instead of just claiming it. Let me cover a couple things here.
Real quick.
Where'd it go? We got Aussie Globehead. Said, MC Toon, can I have my brain cells back? Anthony, Aussie Globehead wants his
I
brain
read
cells
some of
back.
the comments.
Could you send him?
Okay.
James Collin is asking, it says, boring or not, let's see, boring or let's move on means too dumb to get it. So, yeah, that happened. That has happened before. So, yeah, the thing is that I think you don't quite understand how gravity
So you read those two
works.
comments. That's cool.
So, I think that you don't quite understand how gravity helps us to understand level.
Yeah.
So, and you've built stuff, so you've certainly used a spirit level, a bubble level, right? And that helps us to identify, because when you put that spirit level and you put that bubble in the middle, now that line that it defines is perpendicular to the pull of gravity. Did Brandon just pass out?
No. He just bumped a can.
Oh, okay.
Is he okay?
All right. I mean, he's pretty funny.
He's okay.
Is Peanut Butter
have-
Frogurt still there?
Fogart's gonna go
Did you
get into some trouble.
Did you get tired of you?
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah, I'll do that.
to recap,
Yeah.
you didn't bring any evidence at all.
No, I didn't bring any with me. I have a
Nothing.
two-door.
You have some memes
No.
that you didn't pick
I
out.
had-
You
Yeah,
were
that's
shown
true.
a
I won.
ton of evidence that you used the power of personal incredulity to defeat. Didn't actually defeat it.
Do you say that term a lot?
I
Denied
do.
it. Just denied it.
It's right in the
I bet.
middle. It's actually, I have it right. It's like it's the free space. Incredulity is that free space.
So long.
Bingo.
So
Yay!
yeah. So
That's cool.
you don't expect to see 1 degree of curvature, or maybe.
I don't expect to see any curvature.
No. Do you, do you?
I mean, you
Show
can
the
maybe
curvature.
curvature.
Yeah, no.
if that's
Say
what-
No.
there's something curved, right?
Curved.
Say somebody built a thing that was curved.
like an arch.
An arch,
Archway.
yeah, and you just had a section of it that was 1 degree of that arch of the curve. Would you
Yeah, sure.
see it?
If you had the archway up
Yeah,
perfectly flush,
No,
and then you cut it off, then you
we
cut
hand
that
you a
archway
segment.
yeah.
We hand
without
you a segment
without an
with
external.
Yeah,
one
reference.
degree.
off,
1 degree.
without a reference. So you just give me a little piece with
Yeah.
a straightish line that actually isn't straight.
Yeah, would
How
you
long
see
is that
it?
piece? How long is the archway? 1 degree. Is that going to be like a piece? Like, can I get a reference? You know?
Well, depending on how big the archway is.
6 feet.
Right.
No, call the segment 6 foot.
6 foot. Be a big archway. 1 degree. Holy. But yeah. I
How
think I
about
could.
that
Even without using
St.
a
Louis
tape.
thingy?
All
Or
right.
a straight. Can I use tools?
No,
Or just my eye?
no,
just
no,
your eyes.
just your
Just
eyes.
eyes.
Yeah, I think,
Just try.
I think even without a reference point, yeah, I think I could. Especially if I got down on 1 knee.
Bingo.
Yeah, I think I could.
So you're a superhuman.
All right.
Well, you're the one that thinks you can see trillions of miles away at stars.
All right.
So don't even start to tell me about that belief.
Well, I know how light travels, so
Yeah, okay, of course
So-
you do. I don't want to hear about it.
Anthony,
of course you don't.
Yeah.
we've got a message. We've
Yeah,
got a
so-
message
That's
from
not what I must say.
Puss in Boots has a message for you.
Yeah, give it to me.
Puss in Boots says, "Love is teaching Globe Zombies about our beautiful FE, and ask Globe Zombies official curvature formula." So Puss in Boots has those messages for you.
No
That's
doubt.
all.
No, I was under the impression it was 0.666 feet per mile squared.
You're under the wrong
equals
impression.
out to pretty close to
That-
8 inches per mile squared.
Not
That-
quite it.
That's
that
a
is-
problem.
That is
Definitely not- it's
that is
measured-
drop from a tangent at
pounds.
0 height
Yeah,
and
a slope with a circle, but that isn't level because slopes and circles don't find level, but C does. But keep going though.
level.
Yeah.
A plane of equipotential from the reference point.
Yeah.
What
And-
would
and
the
that's
reference
what
point of the Earth be?
Gravity.
What? No. That's the field you're in.
Yeah,
When you're
you-
perpendicular to the
These
to
reports
all the
have
lines of
never-
force.
never been verified and never will be because we've only dug 8 miles.
It's been
plus the 50 miles, and the core is what 9,000
So-
miles
Excuse
away.
me.
Hang,
Do you know why?
hang on.
I got this one, please. I got
Yeah,
this
no,
one.
ignore what
Do you
I
know
said.
why we can't dig deeper?
Why? Why can't they dig deeper?
Because that hole is just some inches wide, and down there it's 180 degrees Celsius. The
believe
drill
that.
was melting. It was too hot.
No doubt. Yeah. I believe that.
Yeah. So why do you use it as an excuse?
It doesn't mean there's a ball that's spinning in infinite space that's growing. That is
Hang
filled
on.
with lava.
You
know that.
Wow.
One, it's not
I think you
growing.
know that.
It's not
You know,
growing. It is not growing. Two.
Oh, okay. It's just
Two.
infinite. and
Hang
forever.
on. Hang on. Have you had any experience with a sonogram?
Like,
Have you?
yeah, you have to say no.
Okay. Do you know what a sonogram is?
Why don't you just say it?
Have you knocked anyone up?
Yeah, no, I was gonna guess
Have you
that.
have you seen the imagery of a child in the womb not yet born?
Or
Yeah,
kittens?
yeah,
Or
of course,
Yeah,
of course,
yeah.
of course,
Okay.
yeah.
So, do you accept those as accurate representations of the child that is growing inside of that person?
Is the woman's belly 50 miles deep and 9,000
Non sequitur. Please answer the question.
it's a simple
Just
question,
about.
dude.
Do you accept that imagery?
It's how it's how we do things. It's how we measure things that we don't actually get to go to and see ourselves. Right?
I can answer that for you, Anthony. More power.
Whoa, Anthony, did you just pass out?
He's on
Did he
the
rage?
Anthony, did Did Peanut Butter Froyo get upset and like tell you to
She'd
quit?
throw her peanut butter froyo at you.
Oh, dude.
Did I hit a nerve?
I think so. All right.
You might have.
Maybe, yeah. Well, maybe
Maybe
she's like, you're lucky that you're my brother and my boyfriend too. Otherwise, I'd kill you. Then,
Oh God.
But so for
right.
the audience, where I was going is I was trying to get a baseline if he understood and accepted images that were created using sound waves. Because guess what? We have the majority of our understanding of the core of the Earth from analyzing sound wave propagation from earthquakes. Seismology. It's a beautiful thing.
Brandon,
Oh, they're
is
bad.
Brandon okay?
Yeah, Brandon.
Wait, what are you
Hey,
doing
what did we
there, buddy?
miss? What the heck did we just miss there?
Don't calm those down.
What's that?
Wow. What is happening right now?
Oof.
I don't know. I don't want to know.
This is
All
the this is the level that we're dealing with.
Their video right there.
He's,
Yeah.
He's
You need a claw.
he's pulled his little he's pulled Mini Anthony out, and fortunately I took it off the screen in
Not
time.
many, above average.
Is he bragging about that too?
It was I could say it was not impressive.
I think it was
Peanut Butter Froyo will not be excited about that. So sorry, Peanut Butter. All right. So let's see.
Sorry, peanut butter.
Can you Jared and company? Can you see me? Let's see. Probably not.
Here, let me stop presenting.
No.
I just spilled it all over the phone.
Well, I still have the full watch page open, so I am able to see you over there.
Yeah, I'm able to see you over there.
All right. I need to.
Oh,
You can see me.
I can't see you, MC.
You can see me. Stop presenting.
Wow, the fact that you knew that, Tommy, fucking kudos.
Yeah, I'm guilty.
All right.
I like Jared and watching the watch page, so.
Yeah, so let's go over the bingo card.
Yes. All right. So you can see this. I have my bingo card today. We've got Anthony Dtime Dunham, and
Yeah, actually, for some reason, MC, I can't see you.
oh my goodness. What am
Okay, I
doing?
can see you if I go to the actual YouTube page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Presenting, but not on the meets.
What am I doing wrong?
Yeah, I can see on YouTube.
You have another window of you presenting. You need to stop that, I think.
I'm not.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, because he has a shelf still with the books on it.
Oh yeah, so yeah, go and stop the presentation, then turn on the camera.
But he's got his camera tied to OBS or something.
Now
It's
to
I
see
think
me?
I'm gonna be a flat earther because it seems so easy. Just
Okay, now
now we
can
can see
Now I
him.
can
Yeah.
see him.
Yay.
Yay!
Technology.
Oh, I'm doing it wrong. All right, here we go. So
There
we've
we go.
got
Yay.
we got bingo going here. We got you didn't use bad math, Anthony. Really. You got fake NASA. You got demanding proof. Water finds this level core. CGI. And then in the middle, incredulity. That's the free space. We got dismissing evidence
perspective.
outright. And then here's the bingo line. We got claims without evidence, laser test, expecting to see 1 degree of curve, 8 inches per mile squared, and moon landing fake. I got a bingo. It's my second bingo.
Nice. Good work.
So thank you, everybody.
A round of applause, everyone.
Thank you, Anthony. Should I put this on
You gotta frame
on
that
eBay
one.
or something? I don't. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think it's sad how it's all that predictable.
So I said some truthful things. And you guys
20.
put a bingo card in.
4. That's just a little
Yeah,
fun thing
I
to
get
do.
it.
So there it is.
No,
Bingo card was
that's cool.
put together before you. Don't.
But it's like right now, like, oh,
It's
That's
almost
cool.
like we
That
can
was cool.
predict the responses.
yeah, funny
yeah,
that.
you guys are gonna say the whole time too.
All right, Anthony. I
That's
kind of.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Earth is seriously flat. I mean, Puss in Boots says, Test D, demonic spinning balls doctrine be smarter. I don't know what that means. And then he said, I think this is to you and Brandon there, Anthony. I'm embarrassed by the vulgar flat earther. So
because I swear because I work for a living and I work manly ass jobs usually.
Here's the thing, Anthony. Until just now,
yeah,
I kind of respected you, but you're wearing Crocs.
Yeah.
Wait.
I'm out.
You guys see Crocs?
He's wearing
Hold on.
He's wearing Crocs.
You see Crocs? I see where his socks end and his feet disappear.
It's a confidence statement.
They are.
I don't
They're
know,
camouflage
Yeah,
Crocs.
keep telling yourself that.
There you go.
Safety toe, Kevlar
There you go.
coated.
There's some boots.
These are nice, huh?
Was you?
Nice.
Saved from a chainsaw. And
Are those your cussing
3,000
boots?
pound beam. Yeah. We got your Puss in Boots right here.
Yeah.
No, cussing boots. Because you work a real man job, so you got to cuss and wear boots.
Hey,
I mean, I don't really wear them, but yeah, no, cussing comes with the territory. It just happens. And like the niche person that I am, just a type. But being honest, yeah, that's a big symbol of cussing too,
Well,
you
they're
know?
not getting any, obviously, ever in their lifetime.
No, if you got, I'll send you a PP pic for $20.
What did Peanut Butter just say? I really want to know what Peanut Butter just said.
I think
Yeah, I'm not
$50
sure.
and it'll be in there if all of you subscribe.
Oh.
Now, what
Subscribe to what?
Yeah.
Can we talk to Peanut Butter?
What she oh no, she doesn't think you guys are gonna get any, I think. I mean, I'm sure some of you guys will, like, finger each other or yourselves, and someone might even have sex with a girl.
Oh. So, he went a little off into stuff there that we don't need to have on the show here. So he is they're muted. So just a second here. There, I
Got some
You know,
for him.
I like Peanut Butter. She sounds the most reasonable of all three of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. She's hanging
She
out
hasn't
with.
said much.
That's a very low bar.
That's not saying
Exactly.
much.
Exactly. I wasn't saying it was a good thing. I was just saying it's the less of three evils.
So he's
10
muted.
White Claws in a shed.
He's muted, but doesn't know it, and doesn't probably. I don't know if he knows how to unmute.
I don't think he cares.
Yeah.
Italian. His arm's going. Yeah, Italian.
Let's see. There he is. At least he no Crocs. All right. Well, Earth is seriously flat. Has asked if he could come in. I don't.
Have you had that guy before?
Oh, he's been on a few times.
He was on last week.
I must have missed that one.
So
my apologies.
Now, all right. Let me a little bit of housekeeping here. The Plain Truth. Are you still in chat? I saw he was in here. So Plain Truth was gonna come on sometime. So I just want to maybe if you're in chat, we can confirm a little bit. You don't have to come on right now, but. And then I don't see him responding. So anyway, Earth is seriously flat. What do you think, guys? We
Bring him on.
Bring him in.
Yep, can't be worse.
Do better than Anthony.
Let's see. All right,
I don't know. I really don't know that.
You don't know him?
Yeah, I know him, but if he's really better than Anthony, I don't know.
Let's see.
Isn't that a frequency guy in the music?
Yeah, it's a lot of nonsense, but he's a lot of fun too. So, let's not have you eat your microphone tonight. How about that?
Delicious microphone.
Yes.
I'm not sure whether was he just talking super close to his microphone, or I missed that last one. Sir.
So.
Yeah, we just need the right frequencies.
No, man.
Oh boy.
No, Tommy, if you're going to do that, you got to remove the pop filter first if you want to get the real experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Get a warm
Okay.
then,
All right, I sent
I'm
it.
just gonna go to the bathroom, and I'll be back in a little bit. If someone
Have a nice
below,
trip.
why not? Why the heck not?
Sounds good, Mr. Puncher.
All right, I'll be back.
All right.
By the way, Mr. Puncher is my father's name.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Sorry.
All right. Let's get unpinned there. All right. So yeah, I sent the email off to Mr. Flat.
Hold on, MC. I see that you're missing your Masonic pedestal for your light up globe after you were called out on it.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I think we have to talk about that.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Flight Path needs the link to join. So hold on. I gotta get it. Then I'll go get my.
I'll say you're not caving in to their demands.
No,
I hope.
I will put it back up. It's actually it's in the other room. I just have to move it every time, and sometimes I don't feel like it.
Oh, I see. It's your props.
It is. So all right. Well, let's see. There you go. Flight Path. It's on the Discord server. So I need to hit the bathroom as well. So here's what I'm gonna do.
Have a nice trip.
It's literally 4 feet that way. So
Nice.
I will not bring
So
my
mute is the
earpiece
thing
with.
then.
You could hit it from there.
Actually, I can almost get it. Yeah. Leave the microphone.
Can you calculate the arc?
I have the formula.
Say,
I guess it's parabolic.
and then you can ask Anthony. Can you see 1 degree of this arc right here? And then, and then it might be a real world thing that he can actually understand. He's like, oh, wow, I work for a living, therefore we pee in ditches all the time. So
That would actually be 8 inches per mile squared.
yeah, parabola.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Tommy, what time is it there?
It's 6:45 in the morning.
Oh wow, got the early
6:46
shift.
a.m.
yeah. Here I am at almost 1 a.m. local.
I'll say you're East Coast, right?
Yep.
Just
I'm
like
Norway.
Anthony. How many White Claws are you in? How many are you deep out there at 1 a.m.?
Oh, none. I'm.
I drink manlier stuff than that.
Right.
You know, you say that there are a number of guys I play baseball with who are all about it. Is you can chug those things and get messed up quick.
That's true. It's very true.
I realize that, but then I look at all the women that I work with that drink it, and I'm like, yeah, no.
Well, you are out in a particular portion.
All right. I screwed up the audio a little bit. Can you hear? Yeah, you can hear me. So sorry, people. I will try to fix it. Because nobody in the... Anthony, he's still there. It's got a little too...
Common sense? Wait.
All right, there we go. Say something, guys.
Hello.
Hey.
Your mic was unmuted the whole time, so we heard everything.
You did.
It was horrifying.
Yeah, you might want to go talk to your doctor.
Yes.
Yeah,
Prostate sounds a little itchy.
So I don't know how this mic picked up from the other room, but
You said it was 4 feet away. I mean,
yeah.
Well, it is a condenser mic, so
Yep. So all right, I sent an email to Earth is Seriously Flat. I mean, Puss in Boots.
Although I do have to say, the last time he was on, when Red and I were here, the way those two just decided to try to one-up each other on the tone was amazing.
it was great.
Red's really dug deep there.
It's almost like people forget what some of us are capable of.
Even me, who got ME for 8 years, I can go out and do my own work. That's more than any flirter anywhere.
Right. So you're an ME, I'm an EE.
No, ME as in CFS, chronic fatigue syndrome.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm back. What have I missed?
Woo!
Everything.
not a lot. MC
You missed us.
being
Yeah, you missed my epic rap.
Oh, what?
Oh, man.
I knew that would happen.
mic drop.
Yeah, there's a reason why Anthony is muted in shame right now.
Well,
Big rap battle of history.
yeah.
I kind of want to know what he's going to go back onto the Facebook group and say about this experience.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say he's gonna claim victory.
He's going to pigeon chess it. Yeah.
It's pigeon chess. Yeah, you know what though? I respect that he came on. There's a couple other guys that there were 3 people specifically that were called out in this one post that I had challenged, and they ran off, and Anthony did not. He accepted it, so respect for that. It's a couple others though. Let's see.
That's a tough group. I think I got banned in one day.
No, this is a different one. This isn't Nathan Thompson's. It's intentionally
thank God.
almost the same. You don't get banned for presenting proof.
Oh, that's nice.
And yet, yeah.
It's not run by flat earthers.
Oh, okay, that's why.
It's okay.
That's why. Oh boy, here we go. Puss in Boots is here.
Oh,
Boots.
So, Antonio, how are you doing this evening?
are you trying to do vampire?
Little bit.
Yeah, I want to suck your blood. Yeah.
I don't say blah blah blah.
No, MC. I think when I was down in the States on the weekend, I caught a cold from someone because since I came back, my throat's been scratchy and dry, and my sinuses and nose have been really plugged. I don't think my Canadian immune system can handle what the States has to offer.
Yep, it's basically a third world country.
You got the anti-vax community you caught that from.
Yeah,
You probably got
But no, what I think it actually was just for being at a concert and being in a mosh pit with questionably hygienic metalheads. That's probably what did it.
You
it.
don't say.
Yeah.
I think Anthony is like trying to communicate.
Well, all right. Can we? Or is it only him?
5 seconds.
Only him.
All right, Anthony, you can unmute yourself. Only you can unmute yourself.
Maybe.
Push the button.
And Earth is
He said
seriously
no.
flat.
No, he
just
doesn't
saying no.
want to. He
Oh.
doesn't want to.
All right.
No. All right.
So, all right, let's see
I
the
have a
other
question
people.
for
We've got
zombies.
James Press and Jeff Wolfenbuttle, something like that were listed in the initial post. And then there's Idani Ryan said, to date, I'm aware the following people have claimed to have proof of FE, but who fell uncharacteristically silent when invited to present their findings on a live global audience via Michael Toon's channel. Anthony was the first on the list, and he took it, so he's off the list. And we got James Press and Jeff Wolfenbuttle. And then there's a couple others. Might as well just call them out here. Tony Taborn. He's a loudmouth. David Songko, S-O-N-G Co, C-O. And then we've got, last week, remember, we did have Awake Souls. I invited Ronnie James Dio Harris to join us as well. And a different time, right? And he hasn't responded, so I don't know why. So...
Anthony says I was muted and cannot unmute.
So,
Yeah, technology doesn't like alcohol to that sort of.
all right, you can
Hey
unmute
guys, I
yourself.
have a
Be back?
question for you, glow zombies. I have proof that you don't live on a spinning ball.
Oh, is this Earth is seriously flat? Oh, do tell. I must know.
Shit.
Yes, exactly.
How do you-
Let me ask you one thing. How many balls do you see right now?
Well, they're not.
Hang on. Indeterminate.
Approximately how many balls do you think do you see?
Well, if you're including what I can see in front of the
few.
reflection and
Some.
in the reflection, I would say give me a second to count it before it goes
Count
green
'em out.
changes.
Right. Well, you got it right. There's a reflection, and that's what we see on the dome firmament. The stars that you're seeing more stars because you're seeing like an infinity mirror. They're
What are
replicas of
they-
themselves.
But what are they reflections of?
of a star itself. For example, right here you see one real sphere right here. All right, you see one right here. This is real. All right, what you see over there on the reflection back there is not real. This one is real. The number one is real. The one that they claim to be light years away, but they're actually within the vanishing point.
So why don't we have two Big Dippers?
This
and
is a
two Orions?
representation of your dome firmament.
Hang on.
Because you're not seeing trillions of stars. You're
Hang on.
actually seeing a reflection of themselves reflected on our beautiful dome firmament.
So wait, are you saying that every single star is inside of the firmament, and that every
Yeah,
other
probably what
star
he's
that we
saying.
see is a reflection of that same star on the firmament? Because if so, you have to explain the stars that are inside of the firmament before you explain the reflection.
So sure this. The stars are where they're located. All right. Think of this. All right. We are in this space of air, right? Such pressure. We're in a containment because we're under a dome, and this dome is like a bubble at the bottom of the ocean. The water above, all right, it gives you a reflection. So you have sonoluminescence. Somebody's creating a beautiful music that it's repetitive. It's actually a perpetual repetitive song that creates all the sonoluminescence, all the stars. Each star represents one note, one vibration. And you're seeing the reflection of the top. What you see right there, the reflection back there, that is actually the surface of the water above the dome. So the reflection
Wait,
of all
hold
the
on. Are you telling me that behind that? Wait, is that a mirror or a window? I can't tell if it's nighttime or not, or if it's just a mirror.
It's a window.
Okay, so that's a window.
I can see 60 miles from this
Okay.
location. You can see.
So then, are you telling me that
Clemente
behind?
Island,
Hold on. Are you telling me that behind that pane of? can I finish this? Are you telling me that behind that pane of glass is a bunch of water?
Yes. So you're seeing the reflection of this star, this sonoluminescence that is vibrating and is giving you this beautiful color. Each one has its own color. Now, what you're seeing back there is just the surface of the top of the waters, where the water's above.
No,
They talk
I
about
asked you if
above
behind
that.
those windows, is there water behind
water.
those windows?
Yes.
Your
So
windows.
we're gonna.
So,
what?
Water.
So hang on. So you're living at the bottom of a pool?
He's in a submarine.
We all are. We all are.
No,
You
we're
are.
no, we're
It's a small world
we are
after
trying
all.
we are trying to
Under
ask
the
you.
dome firmament.
We are trying to ask you if we were to break the glass of that window, would water
pour through?
Definitely.
Oh, really?
I don't believe you. I'm going to need you to break that window.
I agree.
That's what will happen in reality if you. That's what they try to do in.
No. I'm talking about what you are showing right here on the screen. If you break that window, will water come pouring in?
Just like if we break the dome, water will come in. That when
If
they
you
talk about
break
the
that
dome,
window right now, if
That's
you
right.
if you reach out
Yeah,
and
yeah,
break
just like the
that
dome
window
firmament.
right there. So if you were to break
Yeah,
that
right there.
window right there, right
Great.
now, on camera,
Uh-huh.
would water
Yes.
come pouring through?
What's your
Definitely,
point?
yes, positively.
Oh, he lives
My
in
point
a
is
he
that
lives in a
I'm giving
submarine.
you a perfect model
No,
of our beautiful dome firmament.
we're not talking about
Oh
the
my
dome. We're talking
No,
about
think
your
about
house.
this. Think about this. I have
window.
look. I have 2 more minutes.
window.
I have 2 more
Your
minutes,
window.
and this is very important. Every time you do observations of the dome firmament of the stars, the sonoluminescence, just like the Aztec did, they only look at the reflection of the stars on the water. That's the way the sky watchers, they never look up. They always look on the water. And when they see the reflection of the water, they only see the real stars, and the other infinite stars that are reflecting on the dome firmament, you don't see those behind them. But they're not millions and trillions of stars. They're just a few of them. Sonoluminescent stars.
Okay, Earth is seriously
And that's
flat.
all I have to say.
So how do you know which stars are real and which stars are reflections then?
How do you know which question to deflect and which question is
Hold
your
on,
script?
he left. He left.
Yeah.
He's like, that's all I have to say. Mic drop.
I have no answers. I'm just showing you this. I live underwater, apparently. I live at the bottom of the sea because that cures all of life's problems. There'll be no there'll be no.
Wait, you didn't say sonoluminescence enough in that sentence.
He was
too.
calling us from his pineapple under the sea.
Ah,
He's been hanging out with his buddy Patrick all night.
At the bottom of the sea, there will be no accusations, just friendly crustaceans at the bottom of the sea.
there you go.
MC Toon, next time you have him on, I have a perfect question for him.
Okay.
He won't answer it.
If he's talking about the frequencies of the Earth, my neighbor played Kate Bush with Wuthering Heights and we had an earthquake. How can that happen?
An earthquake?
Yeah, he played Kate Bush, Wuthering Heights. That's the frequency. Yeah. And then we had an earthquake. At what, 2.4 or something, but how can Kate Bush, Wuthering Heights set off an earthquake?
I don't understand.
Good magic.
He's talking about frequency all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and Kate Bush, Wuthering Heights, she is like that high.
But what?
How can she set off an earthquake?
Okay, so Puss in Boots left, so I didn't get to ask him this question. But maybe Anthony here can answer it for me. How far away is the moon?
I think I can answer that.
No, let's have Anthony.
Wait, are you saying how far away is the moon with our model or with their model? Model.
Just with whatever.
His understanding, how far away is the moon?
We're going to let him answer it. Okay.
Fair enough.
Answer, Anthony.
I don't think he's there.
He's there.
He is.
He doesn't.
Oh, is he there?
He doesn't
But
know.
can he hear us?
Just kind of nodding along, not even muted. He's just refusing to answer.
Do you want to leave it as an open book quiz for him, or just from what he can remember, what he was taught?
Well, not even that, because he is adamant that the world is flat. Well, if that's the case, how far away is the moon? Because that is something that we can test and verify, which is why he's not going to answer.
Come on, Anthony. Just give
You
us your
got
best.
this.
I don't think he can hear us. He looks like he's talking,
I think he can hear us, but for some reason we don't hear him, even though he's not muted.
we would hear Peanut Butter and Brandon.
Yeah,
Because they're in the background the whole time. So
He is talking.
so something might
Anthony.
be wrong with his microphone, or
blink
something.
twice if you're not controlled opposition. Oh, can't follow simple instructions.
Are you surprised by that?
Wait, you're still muted. Wait, he's talking about White Claw, mango flavor, delicious.
I've never tried it. What is that? Is that a beer?
It's hard. It's like a hard
Hard
seltzer water.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
We can
so-
hit it.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
All right. Well, I think either he has a problem with his microphone or he's turned it off for some reason or something. So I don't know. Probably a good time to be wrapping it up here.
And
Earth
I
is.
just jumped in.
Oh, sorry, man.
It's all good, man. Don't worry about it. I wanted to talk to Earth is Flat, but he bailed like a puss in boots that he is.
Yeah. I think he's always good comedy and humor. Because he was talking about the Earth's magnetic field, which of course I've dealt with an awful lot with that guy, and he's like, how come the field strength continues to get lower as you go farther south? And I'm like, oh, well, do you have evidence of that? So he posted some evidence that showed that it went to a smaller value near the equator and then went up again more stronger towards the poles. So just as a globe predicts. I'm like, dude,
yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna. So good.
Sorry, go ahead, Christ Puncher.
Oh, I was just gonna ask MC Tune. So after you got the single magnet there and you put it in the globe or in that ball, and you showed how how the compass was detecting the northern and the southern field of it. After he said that you had to have a single magnet as opposed to multiple magnets stacked on top of each other. What was his excuse for that? I never actually.
Well, he completely doesn't remember the actual challenge, and even though I've posted it, it's on my website, mctune.net/that guy, so I can pull it up here actually. He's because I got a screenshot of the challenge, which he's like, you need to delete your channel now. Like, that wasn't ever the deal. So the deal was, I have it here. So on what here? I'll get a single bar magnet, put it in a ball, and demonstrate once again how a 3D magnetic field works on a globe with a compass. On one condition: when I succeed, you read a script I provide ahead of time, before you accept the challenge on video and publish on your channel. If I can't demonstrate the same thing with a single bar magnet within a week, I'll read a script you provide on video and publish it. Deal? So that was the deal. I'll read a script and he'll read a script, right, on video. And so
yeah, and I remember that.
Yeah, so he doubles down. If you succeed in putting a bar magnetosphere and showing how a compass works and matches reality, so it's a little different test, I will remove every video from my channel and make a new video saying Earth is a sphere and a flat Earth is a joke. I will read whatever script you write because I know there's 0% chance of you succeeding. It's already been demonstrated. All right, so I did, of course, match reality, and so he had to like redefine it and say, well, it's where's the single. I don't even He's so confused. He's like, where's the single point of the North Magnetic Pole in the Southern Hemisphere? Like, that's not even a valid question.
Yeah,
right?
what?
So, anyway, he's done now 20 videos on me. Did another today. I haven't watched it yet.
He had one explanation about the compass. If you were at the North Pole, you had to tip it sideways so you could point straight down, as if North Pole is one single point pointing upwards. You have to tilt it.
Of course it is. I would I don't know. I would pay so much money just to see that guy just get nailed to the wall in a debate, but he knows that he can't stand up to any kind of criticism.
He accepted the debate. I challenged him to a debate before this. Right here.
Just like the delete your channel rules, right?
Yeah. Let me know when and where, and I will be there. The loser of the debate, text on their channel for good. Text on their channel for good. I think.
Text on their channel.
I delete, right. So
me no
so
English
I'm like,
good.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, well, if we're gonna do that, we're gonna have rules, and we're gonna have judges that are not us, right? Because if I'm the judge, I'm skewed, and if he's the judge, he's skewed, right? So we have to have external judges. So the judging was, I wrote it up, and it would be 3 judges. I pick one, he picks one, and then a group of people on a Reddit thread would pick one, and the judges had to be qualified, and he didn't want that. So,
well, of course he didn't, because a qualified judge would know what they're talking about.
If you ever want to get some serious laughs, check out Reddit subreddit Earth is Level. Incredibly funny shit.
Is it real, or are they just trolling over there?
Yeah, we were reading them out on Robert Wazir's channel the other day there, and that was pretty freaking funny.
Hilarious. One thing I don't mean to interject, kind of off topic. Jared, you still with us here?
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you probably recognize my voice or not, but my changed. You had
no.
Oh, go ahead, man. Sorry.
No, I saw in the chat you had mentioned, and plus the display name in here is still the same.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I cannot figure out how to get the how to change the name here. I ditched my old channel due to personal reasons. What's going on here at home? Puncher knows what's going on and that kind of deal. But you actually had the chance to chat with my brother, the Marine, a couple weeks ago. Yeah, and I was like, when it came back to I was thinking about it when MC Toon was talking about somebody bringing up the magnetic field of Earth and so on, and it reminded me, this was months ago. I was listening to you guys while I was driving my truck on the road, and I had left a comment in a chat when I was going through my flight training, getting my sport pilot certification. When I'm at a specific altitude above the ground, every now and then we get this we get a drift on the compass due to the magnetic field on my compass. I don't remember if you remember that. Or after a period, like as we fly along, we have to periodically adjust the magnetic compass on the plane.
Well, yeah, because as you're going, your relationship to the actual magnetic pole versus the geographic pole shifts, and you got to adjust for that deviation. I mean, it's the same thing even with a ground-based one. If you travel too far, you got to recorrect because it's not a perfect shape, our magnetic field. It does have some variance to it. And also the relation in 3D space from the geographic pole to the magnetic poles also factors in.
Yeah,
but oh wait, it's all just made up. It's all just a part of the lie. But if you don't adjust for it, guess what? You get frickin' lost.
Oh yeah. Well, what was it, a couple of years ago? There were two commercial pilots that ended up 180 some odd nautical miles off course from where they were supposed to be because they didn't adjust that damn compass.
Yep, that would do it.
Yep. Yes. Welcome to the world of magnetic drift.
You got to do it right. Well, I thought before we headed out here, my dog just pushed the door open. I think she wanted to say hi. This is Shadow. She has no leg here. She's only got one front leg. She got caught in a woodpile in a storm and it broke.
Ow.
And so the vet said, take it off. They don't care. So she doesn't care.
Oh,
Like easier access to belly rubs.
Yeah.
real quick before you close out for the night,
Sure.
I sent Christ Puncher a message on or a picture on.
Yes, he did.
And I thought if there's a way you could share it, it's a 30-second exposure of the sky from the front yard of my house at about 11 o'clock at night. In the image, it shows the star trails, and it's just it just shows like the rotation of Earth causing the star trails in the photo.
Sure.
And I don't know how to. I can't share it via my phone, but I sent it to Christ Puncher because he's on a computer.
If you present that, I will show 4 pictures that took just 6 hours ago, which is exactly the same.
See,
so you could send it to me or you could present it.
I can present it if you want. It's just it's on the shills on the chit chat room of their server.
I took that with a cell phone too, by the way, just so you know.
So what you're saying is people like Anthony have no excuse.
Oh, you mean it's not like he's just lazy and stupid and a liar? Who would have thunk it?
Doesn't want the evidence. Yeah, I don't see it on the chit chat.
Here, I can screen share for a sec if you want. I'll show it.
I can't do it.
So Mandelbrot asked, why don't you use a gyro compass like everyone else? Not all aircraft are equipped with one.
No, a lot
aircraft?
of small private planes that you see in the air, like a Cessna or a Piper. Those planes are old as shit, built in the 60s and 70s and still operating today. They don't necessarily have all the new and modernized equipment in them. Same with the C-1.
I don't think a gyro compass works on a plane because it moves too quickly. Right?
But that was what they used in that rocket that blew up in, was it 68 or something?
A gyro compass?
Yeah, it was some rocket that launched the top of the rocket because it was supposed to launch, but then it got delayed. And after 45 minutes, the top of it just blew off because the tilting of the Earth caused the...
it caused the safety to go off.
Yeah. Was that a gyro compass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a gyro compass would cause that.
And I got to apologize for my bad language. It's a thing. It's a mechanic.
Can I show those pictures while you are searching for yours?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is... Do you see this now?
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah, I can see that.
This is a parasol with some Christmas lights in it. I just
oh, that's cool.
Spun the parasol round in 30 seconds. So this is not a perfect circle. And then sorry, wrong button. Here. Spun the camera around. And it's a perfect circle. So I moved a little bit away and then parasol again. And it's not a perfect circle.
It's ovals.
And then the camera. So this is the stars spinning, and that's the Earth spinning.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Hmm.
From close up and far away.
That's a great demonstration. Wow.
It's the latest
really
latest
cool.
video now.
Wow.
took those just 7 hours ago.
All right. I like those. You have Mr. Puncher. You got anything?
In regards to anything, or just in general?
I thought you're gonna show the picture from.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say yeah. If I can share the screen, I'll show it quickly. If
Yeah,
no
go
one
ahead.
minds. Present now. My entire screen. I hope I have nothing to.
You're gonna show us your meme folder, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the picture right there. That's a 30-second exposure, as Jay said.
It's raining stars.
Yeah. 30-second exposure of the guy from my front yard of my house.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Look at those stars.
Yeah, you see little
That's
streaks.
really cool.
It's maybe hard to see in the video, but yeah, there's little streaks. That's cool.
Yeah, we see them.
Yeah. Yeah, that was taken what was it, I think it was last week at about 11:30 or so, about this time.
Where's the reflection in the dome?
Yeah, those aren't stars.
Well, but how? But I love what he said. It's like, how do you determine what's a star in front of the dome and what's a reflection behind the dome? It's like what are you talking about?
I think Tommy said, like, wouldn't there be a reflection of a Big Dipper, like, on the other side? Like,
Well, and on top of that, it would be reversed. In theory, it should be mirrored, right?
yeah, right.
Yeah.
I don't know any culture of astronomy that uses water to look at the stars. I can just assume that he's full of crap. But
oh, and I'm curious. My name on the show's Discord is Princess Peach. Logical tribal that gave me that, and I kind of stuck with it.
Now, when Earth is Seriously Flat was on a little bit ago, did anybody at all recognize his voice?
So some, I think it was actually a flight path who was saying there was Jose, or not Jose, sorry, who was it? I'll have to check.
Yeah, that's the same voice. Like I've talked to this guy before, and it's the same voice, and I'm like, okay. The second I'm talking, that's what I was like, oh
yeah.
shit.
Is he on Discord or what is he on? Where do you know him from?
He's got his own channel.
Well, what I saw was Earth is Seriously Flat is Jose GJ Gonzalez.
Yeah.
No.
Are you sure?
Is that the guy who?
He sounds so close, man. It sounds a lot like. It's right, yeah.
There was a split second of his face now.
You mean he lives underwater?
I'm just saying he sounds a lot like Jose. I mean that voice sounds very, very similar. And I know that Jose does have a couple of troll names that he uses. Okay.
Maybe like Argentina or yeah.
Graham A. Price says he says, nah, I've seen Jose and Earth is Seriously Flat both talking over each other in the same room. So maybe it's not. Maybe it's just the accent.
Interesting. Yeah.
Puss in Boots, isn't that Antonio Banderas? Puss in Boots.
Antonio Banderas. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was muted that whole time. Stringer News, thank you. Sometimes I type, and so I don't want to. I want to type fast and pound on the keyboard, and it's noisy, so I mute myself and then forget to unmute. So
we've all been there. We have all been there.
So there was I gotta find it. The somebody had I thought was a pretty funny comment last week. Let's see. About family friendly, and I think his I don't know where it is. It was really good because he tried to make a family friendly comment, and he wound up calling Awake Souls a poopy pants, which I thought, that's probably a great word. You get to use some creative words. I love it. So,
oh my.
So, all right. Well, it's been good, but I think it's time to move on, and guys are gonna have to either go to bed or find a different video. I'm sure there's some psychics out doing some live readings you could go to right now.
Yes, go give them all of your money because they totally are. Tell the truth, they're verifiable. Definitely.
It's all legit. So
I will give you my bank information and just talk to them and just throw it in there, and I will fix all of your problems. That's how it works, right?
Here's the test. When they ask for your credit card number, you say, "You tell me my credit card number," and if they don't, they're fake. Know. They're a fake. So
yeah. I think we should end this on some baby metal.
Some
baby metal.
All right, hold on.
Give me chocolate.
Hey, I sent him that. I sent him a clip of that.
Yep. All right, I gotta grab it. It was a little rough.
I was in the mosh pit. I was getting thrown around while I was trying to film it.
Was that their first? Was that their first song?
No, the first one was Megitsune, but I was actually the back for Megitsune because I was trying to get a beer at the time. Then it started, and I was like, "Oh shoot, I better get down to the." And then I slowly pressed my way up to the front. But yeah, Gimme Chocolate was good because with the intro to that, it has the nice like heavy the rivage there, so everyone's moshing, and that's when my phone was in portrait mode. Cause it's easier to have your phone in your hand in portrait mode than sideways because I didn't want to drop my phone, right? So I just had it, yeah.
All right, well, I have it queued up, so I will end with that. But thanks, everybody, for joining the after show, and thanks to Anthony for joining, having the courage to join when the others didn't, gone. And it was fun.
Hey, and in all fairness to him, he was fairly polite. He had a couple instances, but polite. And for the fact that he and his friends have been drinking, they were a lot more polite than sober flat earthers have been in the past. So.
Yep. So, all right. Well, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Metal.